Welcome to this week's Swarf and Chips. This is what's coming up on today's show, and today I'm joined by the guys and Rob Werhun from Tungaloy. Welcome to the show, Rob.
Thank you for having me here. It's a pleasure to be here.
Yeah.
Good
to see you, Rob. Good to see you.
Good to see you again, Joe.
Is it
Now,
really?
is it? Kinda.
Yeah.
Right, so you say that you're the best kept secret in the industry for cutting tools. Why is this?
Well, I genuinely believe that's the case. I don't know how much you guys know about Tungaloy. Joe, don't speak too much because I know that I've told you everything. But, tell me, what do you know about Tungaloy yourselves? You've been in the industry a long time.
I wonder why you brought me in, say.
Yeah,
Trip
that's what it is. Japanese company.
Well
Warren
done.
Buffett owns it. And you have a huge variety of cutting tools for the industry.
Okay, someone's done the research.
Yeah.
Very popular product. Like you see here. What is the range? You tell us. You see, you trip me up.
That's a no.
Okay.
Nothing.
How much have you told them there? I think they know a bit too much.
We don't listen to him, even if he does.
Really? For me, it's, as you say, it's been 1930s in Japan. That's where it all started. To be honest with you, most of that time it's been kept within East Asia. So there's a big population there, a lot of industry over there, and until Warren Buffett brought the company out in 2009, that's when the Tungaloy's been unleashed properly across the globe. It has been present in the UK for many years, but without a real base. So we've had they used to have a relationship with distributors, and there was no presence as an entity in the UK. But now that's all changed, and hopefully 2018 will be a big stepping stone for us to get further developed into the marketplace, really.
But didn't you say 2017 was a good year for you? So you say 2018, but it started last year, didn't it?
It was. Last year we grew 37% in the UK, which it is very good growth. I'm sure most people will be happy with that, but we're aiming for even better this year, and hopefully meeting you guys and working with you guys will help us get there, really.
So more growth.
A lot more growth, but let's not put a number on it.
No pressure or anything. You know what? I think this is a little bit of a generic question for me
Yeah.
to ask, and I do apologise.
Not
But
a problem.
people will be watching. They might know about your product. They
Yeah.
may not know. But what makes you so good? What differentiates you from your competition?
Good question, Lindsay.
That's a very good question. Can I
It's
come
on my
back to
card,
you?
it's on my card as well. boss.
Sorry.
No, it's a great question, and it is an industry where you've got probably 10 very good competitors in the UK market that have been here for 40 plus years. And if you have a look at our catalogue here, it's a big catalogue.
Yeah.
Everyone's got a good catalogue, big range. So what does set us apart? And really, it's one thing is we've got an excellent relationship with our distributors. If you've got good partners, you'll be successful. And so we've hand selected the people we want to work with, the most technical distributors out there, and that's definitely working. So that's a big part of our growth last year.
And that gives backup for anyone who's buying your product.
Of course.
You've got that backup. You've got that strength and support. What about the products?
So then the products itself, when you say the word Japanese, what do you think? It's considered a technical country, and no different with cutting tools. They're very good at looking at what's happening in the industry, and then producing a product based on the customer's needs. So these are a few of our products on the desk.
Are they all produced in Japan then?
Yes,
Yeah.
that's right. And all of these are designed in Japan as well. If you look at this, so we've got Do Feed, which I don't want to go too much because I've
Got
got
technical
Yeah.
corner. So
Yeah.
I just want to really highlight some of our products. So, for instance, nowadays people are either looking to be more economical or how quick can you make something, and that's what you have to listen to. You have to listen to the customer's needs, and so we've probably got, this is our high feed catalogue, and we've probably got 8 different high feed products, but Do Feed is by far our flagship product, I would say. The results that we're having that against anybody who's up against us are phenomenal. Then we're looking at, if you want to look at economical, you've got our 90-degree shoulder milling system, tongue try. That's a 3-cornered instead of 2 corners. So the traditional 90-degree cutter will have 2 cutting edges. We've got 3. So that just adds a 33% more economical to the customer. And then just one other product, we've got our tongue 6 drill. So that's a U-drill, indexable inserts, and it's the only one on the market that's got 6 cutting edges. So that's again
Economy again.
How many products are there in total? I mean, you've got obviously just got 5 there.
Yeah.
What would we be talking?
I couldn't tell you exactly because every day it's evolving. But as you can see, that catalogue, there's over 20,000 product lines in that catalogue. We do turning, grooving, milling, drilling, and we even do spindle nose tooling as well.
Yeah, it's interesting. If we'd been sat here 5, certainly 10 years ago, none of those tools would probably be there, would they? It'd just be ISO turning inserts. That's what you were known for.
That's right. The company started off as a turning company, and today that's still our strongest suit. We've got the biggest range across all of our competitors. We've got the biggest variation of chip breakers and grades than anybody. Now, some people can say you've got too many, but it isn't the case because we've got very good general grades. So if you want something for steel, we've got fantastic grade. If you've got something for stainless, but then also if something just doesn't quite right, you need something particular for a grade. This job for some reason isn't cutting the same. The material might not be quite as pure as what you thought it was going to be. We've got every variety you can have.
I don't think you can have too much in this industry because everybody's individual requirements, are different from the next.
That's it.
So one more thing as well.
Yep.
You're saying you've got a great product, economically, everything performance based.
Yeah.
But anyone who's watching, and how can you prove that?
The proof the pudding's in the eating, really. Put us to the test. You can. Sorry, I'm mentioning food. I know you're hungry, Paul. But realistically, it is just get in touch with us at one of our distributors and arrange a trial. It's risk-free. At the end of the day, if it doesn't perform how you want it to perform, what's it going to cost you apart from giving us the time to prove?
So any product, ring you up. I've got a problem with this. I want to try. You come in,
of course,
use the product. Yeah,
not a problem. Just give us a call, and we're looking forward to getting more inquiries.
It's good. We've had a lot of people on this show. Nobody said my product's rubbish, so you've got to prove it, haven't you?
Exactly. That's it. You can only take someone's word. At the end of the day, without trying it yourselves, you're not going to be a believer, are you? You can kind of believe it, but. Put them to the test.
But do you think that engineers are complacent with their purchases of tooling and their suppliers? Do you think that they just kind of bury their heads in the sand to the fact that there are other options out there?
Yeah, I think it's human nature to be comfortable with what you're used to. So, and some people, why change it if it's not broken? Now, if you've got a cutter that's doing, 5 parts per edge, and you think 5 parts, it's always done that, you think, well, that's good. But there might be a product that does 20 parts per edge. But because you're just so used to 5 parts per edge being what you're expected to do.
That's a bit like your 8-minute abs, isn't it? Because there was a 6-minute abs that came out as well.
2-second abs.
Not talking about you and your
that's
stomachs,
right.
guys.
Yeah, and so realistically, for me, I'll give you my experience when I started working Tungaloy last year. So I got a phone call saying, would you be interested in this? And I've worked in the industry for many years, and like most people watching this video, I'd heard of the brand. I didn't know anything about the brand. So I'm there, clicked on the website. Okay, that's a better website than I thought it was going to be. That looks like a big company.
It's worth visiting, actually. It's a good
It
site.
is. I'll put the link below. And then you click on the company video. Okay, the production straight away hits you and think, this is like a big company video. And then you start looking through the catalogue, and then also I was thinking, how do I not know more about this brand? And then I'm like, well, this is like the best kept secret. This is a sleeping giant. So, of course, I jumped at the opportunity to come and work at Tungaloy and lucky enough to be managing director of the company. And then from then, I guess that was still a leap of faith. It was, well, the products look good, but I haven't got my experience. I don't know how good they are. And touch wood, so far, it's unbelievable. I'm actually blown away myself at how good the products actually are because I've worked, my background is distribution, I've worked with all my competitors and I know they've got good products. So I'm not going to sit here and say our products are 100% the best and no one's got any good products. Everyone's got good products, but that makes it even more so how I can see how much this is blowing competition away.
And you say the proof is in the pudding.
It is.
There's a big driver these days on deliveries, how quick you can get tooling, management of tooling and stuff like that. Is that something, you say these are produced in Japan, but do you carry all the products here readily available?
Yeah, it's like pretty much everybody nowadays.
Inserts, cutter bodies, what?
There's a European warehouse that delivers next day delivery.
Incredible, isn't it?
All of our competitors are the same. There's if anyone is stocking in the UK who are a global company, you're very few and far between these days.
There's no point, is there?
No, there's not. You can still get it there next day delivery.
And you often find when we're on shows like this, people are always thinking, they're thinking, well, what's the price? We're talking about how good these products are, but are they competitively priced as well?
Very competitively priced as well. What I would say is come and speak to either us, get in touch with Tungaloy directly, or speak to one of our distributors. Give us a call. We'll tell you who our distributors are, trained experts in our products. So it's like they're part of our family. That's how we see it.
You work quite closely with them, don't you?
Very closely, and so we know that they can sell our product. It's not the matter of just going and giving someone. If you're going to go and sell our high feed system, it's not the same as selling an ISO turning insert. And so you need someone who really knows how to get the best out of the product.
And you have got reps, haven't you? You talk a lot about distributors, but you've still got directs.
We've still got our own application engineers who support the customer, the distribution. So it's a very good model that we've got, and obviously when we're growing as fast as we are, that's going to grow.
Right. Well,
can I just ask one more question? What's the ideal call for you then into the company? An engineer that's got an issue with cutting maybe a certain material or has a certain machine. Is you say you're the best kept secret, but what is, if someone was watching this, what would you like them to phone you up and say they've got a problem with? What's the best thing you can solve?
I don't want to keep going about high feed, but what we're finding is it used to be mould and dye industry was a big user of high feed.
Metal removal.
But that product is being used across milling ranges. Don't just think that this is high feed for this.
So high feed milling.
Yep.
Yeah. Metal removal.
Metal removal. If you've got any turning, with CBN we're one of the only actual manufacturers of CBN in the world. So we're very strong on that. We've turning.
And is all these things
any
related
material
down to the insert or the cutter bodies, or is it a collective of the two?
Collective of the two, really. It's always how can you innovate that product more. There's only so many things that you can. There's already a shoulder milling. There's only so many applications. So when's the last time an actual new tool came out? It's always how can you make a better version of that.
Yeah.
So we put all our efforts in making the best version possible. And luckily, our R&D in Japan are excellent at doing that.
And some people might buy a new machine tool trying to improve productivity when really
It's
by
the
adopting
tool.
new technologies on
Cutting tools, it's never more than 5% of the operation cost, but it's the easiest way of saving money. Don't save money on the insert cost. Run the insert quicker, get new technology and get the part off quicker. But just finally, on high feed, I'm looking down here, you've got do feed, do twist ball, mill quad feed, do feed. You've got loads, haven't you?
He knows it all.
I know he does. He knows it all. You could be
I
a
was reading
rep
it.
for
Yeah, that's right,
Tungaloy. That's it.
I'm not very good at names.
We're going to find
as
out. Oh,
as
go
you
on.
can see, that's the catalogue. So if you are interested in high feed, we've got our own individual catalogue that can be sent out to you, not a problem.
Right, well, we'll come back to you as well because we've got a chance for you to get involved because we've got a cycle time challenge. And when we come back, you guys are going to head over to Technical Corner.
Cycle Time Challenge.
Yep, thanks guys. Right, for this week's Cycle Time Challenge, I'm in Harlow. I'm at TK Fabrications. I'm with Sam Howlett. Sam, before we tuck into this part, tell us in a few words about the company.
We've been going for nearly 40 years and we machine any types of plastic or composite, all sizes.
And you machine it pretty productively as well, which we're going to find out, not today what the time is, but in next week's show. Firstly, before we talk about the part, this is the machine you make it on, which is the Fanuc Robodrill High-Speed Machining Centre, yeah?
Yes, it is, yeah.
Okay, now tell us about what it is and how you go about making it.
Okay, it's a C-tool. It's cut to size, width and length. It's 25mm stock that needs facing to thickness. It's 5 1/4 MPT tapped holes, a 3/8 BSPP tapped hole, drilled almost through. There's 2 M4 tapped holes that we get to through the 1/4 MPT, and that's it, job done.
It looks like a simple part, but there's one thing I think needs to be considered in this is about the material, the remnant material coming out, isn't it, while you're machining? Because that might mean you have to back off on speeds and feeds.
Yes, with the tapped holes we tap them all twice just to really spring cut and get rid of any material that gets bound up in there, although we use the through air, which clears most of it out. Yeah, there's a few dwells on the drilling. That's about it.
Okay, so if you want to win yourself a Swarf and Chips goodie bag, we've had some really complicated parts recently. This is much simpler, so you've got a far better opportunity of winning. How fast does it take TK Fabrications to make this component? Thank you very much, Sam.
Thank you. That's great.
Technical Corner.
Hi, welcome to Technical Corner. I'm joined by Steve today from Tungaloy, and today Steve is going to talk us through a number of their award-winning products. Take it away.
Yeah, Joe, Tungaloy is renowned as a one-stop supplier of tooling. Everything from drilling right through to grooving. So we've got a full product range available for you. We've got our drilling range, which involves indexable drills and changeable headed drills. We've also got our milling systems, which involves high feed and standard face mills, along with high feed indexable end mills and the standard indexable end mills.
Sure. If I just pick a couple, this you have to forgive me for the names, but this one here, this drill, got 6 edges, unique to the industry.
Yeah, we call that tongue drill 6, which is, as you say, unique to the industry, with 6 cutting edges for economics and strength.
Okay, and this face mill here, we've actually got 3 different types of inserts. We've got a button, we've got, is that an octi-mill? And also an 8-sided 4-edged insert. Yeah,
so the Tungaloy triple mill is a relatively new cutter to our range, and as you rightly say, it has 3 different styles of insert, all fit into the same pocket. We've got round, we've got octagonal, and we've got square inserts.
So reduced infantry, tool holders are expensive.
Yep, absolutely. It gives you the option to have effectively 3 cutters in one.
Sure. And here, high feed, you've got 6, 7 different systems. So which is this one?
Yeah, this is what we call our do feed series. This comes in multiple ranges of insert size, which allows different depths of cut depending on, again, application and diameter of the cutter.
Yeah, so what materials would this, because obviously it used to be mould and die, but those days are gone now. So where does Tungaloy see their high feed range?
Yeah, as you say, high feed used to be mould and die predominantly, but we're finding that high feed now is finding its way into all aspects of engineering materials, and therefore we've had to bring out grades to suit all.
Yeah. And the cam lock system drill?
Yeah, the cam lock system drill is predominantly for precision drilling. We would suggest that you would normally use this instead of solid carbide for reduced cost, but still giving you the same precision and rigidity.
Okay, and just finally, when I got into engineering too long ago to remember, I knew Tungaloy for a turning business, but that's not necessarily the case anymore. But you've also, you've still got that vast range.
Yeah, Tungaloy was predominantly known as a turning company with a drilling range. That has changed massively over the last 5 or 6 years. In particular, with regards to our milling range, we've really worked on our milling range and extended that beyond the bog standard face mill.
Does that mean you've forgot about the turning inserts?
Absolutely not. We're constantly updating our grades and chip breakers to suit modern requirements of machining.
And in terms of CBN turning, is that your own product or a sourced product?
CBN is a manufactured product by Tungaloy,
okay,
which makes us relatively unique within the industry. There are a few other manufacturers that produce their own CBN, and Tungaloy is one of them on that list.
Is that an advantage to Tungaloy?
Absolutely, it gives us quality control, also enables us to offer multiple grades and edge preparations to suit the application.
And just finally, indexable end mill, is that the tri mill, the tongue tri?
Yeah, the tongue tri, 3-sided insert, so that gives you 3 cutting edges for economy, but still gives you the traditional 90-degree cut that customers require. Okay,
so in terms of a 90-degree insert, a traditional 2-sided insert, in terms of the location, which is better?
Traditionally, customers use the Lodginder style insert, which gives you 2 cutting edges. Tungaloy have decided to go down the route of a triangular insert because it gives you better location within the pocket, a much more rigid location, but
more
also gives you
reliability.
Absolutely, yeah, reliability, true 90 degrees, and of course you get the added advantage of an extra edge.
Okay, yeah, so you've got the economy and more process stability. Thanks, Steve. And I'm pleased to say they're staying behind after the show. We're going to do these products in a bit more detail. So if you want to learn more about any of the Tungaloy range of products, stay tuned to MTD TV. Back to the studio.
Well done to Steve at Technical Corner. Well done to you, Joe. Did you learn a lot?
Thank you. No, I knew it all already.
Oh,
no,
yeah.
I
You
just-
didn't, because you didn't at the beginning.
Good product.
Yeah?
Yeah, good product. The do feed, I know we talked about high feed, but the do feed, it's a very good product. See lots of it in the field as well.
So, okay, so what's 2018 got in store for you then, Rob?
Hopefully more success, follow on from last year's success. We're going to be having technical days.
Okay.
We're just arranging them now, so I can't give you a date, but look out for further information. We'll publish that on our LinkedIn account. We've also got a YouTube account as well that people can go and see products and things that we've done at customers.
How does technical days work? What are you going to be actually demonstrating the products?
So what we want to do is, the first one will be in Wolverhampton. That's where our base is. So best location to have. And what we're trying to do is look at our customers, look at their, what are they doing, and make sure the demonstration is relative to them. Else otherwise, if I just put on something that I think is our best product, but it's not relative to that customer, what's the point?
Yeah.
So we're really going to make sure that it's new innovation, but to suit the customer's needs. And
Do you have a machine tool in Wolverhampton then? Do you?
we're not. Joe is working with me to find the right location. We think we've found one, haven't we, Joe?
Yeah.
And so, yeah, as I say, we can't reveal too much yet.
Oh.
But
good day, really good day.
we're looking forward to it. So.
And I know you've got your e-catalogue online. Do a lot of people use this, or what are the
To be honest
ways
with you,
can people find
you
out?
have got shop floor people do like to have a catalogue there that they can flick through. Obviously, not everyone's got an iPad that they can get out with the dirty hands, but it's becoming a lot more popular. A lot more people are going online, and as well as that, we've got our app, Dr. Carbide, which can help you.
Not Dr. Pepper. Huh?
I think they're relatives, but no.
Food and drink.
Dr. Carbide.
Yeah, Dr.
Food and
Carbide.
drink every single time.
No, so you can go on there and it will help you pick the right product for the application, whether it be drilling, milling, turning, grooving. You put in there what you're trying to do, and it will water down that 20,000 products down to the right few products. It might be that there's a solid drill that would be the best, or it might be an indexable one, and I'll offer you the options really. So I'd recommend download it and have a look at it.
Yeah.
Good app, actually. Good app.
You met with Warren?
If only. Hopefully Mr. Buffett might watch this and invite me out.
He phoned you?
No.
Oh,
I don't think he'll be phoning me, but to be
If
honest,
you're after another rep, he might. Area
fantastic.
sales manager.
There you go.
No, he's a very fascinating person, and it was a big draw to working with the company, to be honest with you. If you know much about him, he's a very interesting character.
Yeah. How do you want people to get in touch with you then going forward?
Well, hopefully below this video you'll put some links to
Yeah.
our website, and on our website you'll be able to find out more about the company for one, about our products,
Good idea.
all the tools, I know it is, and all the products that we've got available, and get in touch with us, whether it be or give us a call or an email, and we're happy to help customers directly, but we really try and work. If you're in Newcastle, it's better to have someone who's working nearby. So that's why we do have the value of our partnerships, really. So make sure that customer can get technical help anytime. So you can only be so many places in one time. So if you've got people who can react quickly and have stock available to get there quickly as well, it just means that you've spread the company across the country.
The country,
And
yes.
free trial, of course.
Yeah.
Of course, yeah. So
Why wouldn't you?
And the proof is in the pudding. And it's not a jam sponge.
I hope we've got some puddings after now. But,
Oh, yeah.
Hang on,
yeah.
I'm just being told that was a terrible gag.
Yeah. Thank you so much for joining
no
us,
problem.
Rob.
Thanks a lot for having me.
A pleasure. And as we always do now, is you've got your Swarf and Chips goodie bag. So thank you very much.
Yes.
And what we would like you to do is wear some of the, the hats and everything, and put it on your LinkedIn
The
account.
merch.
The
Wear
merch.
some of the merch.
Put it
Gotta
on
wear
your
the merch.
social media
Stash.
account.
I was going to put them on eBay,
Sweet
but
Thank you so much.
That's where we
Thanks
got
a
it
lot.
from.
Yeah.
thanks a lot.
Thank you, Rob.
Thank you for watching this week's Swarf and Chips. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. If you want to watch any of the previous episodes, click on the links here. Don't forget to get involved with the Cycle Time Challenge and put your guesses in the comments box below. And as we always say, keep those spindles turning.